Hey guys, it's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss. And today's bike vlog, I want to talk about being in a calorie deficit. Kind of what is a calorie deficit, why you want to be in a calorie deficit, and things I do to maintain being in a calorie deficit. So let's start off with what is a calorie deficit. So you've seen my other videos, I'm talking about calories in versus calories out, or a calorie deficit. It's basically the idea of you're burning more calories than you're consuming throughout your day. So, i.e., you consumed 1,500 calories today, and you've burned 1,800 calories. You're in a calorie deficit of 300. You maintain your calorie deficit day after day, week after week, and that is how you show progress on losing weight, is by being in a caloric deficit. It's literally calories in versus calories out, but being in a calorie deficit is just the state of your body not consuming more calories than you're burning. Now, one of the main aspects of maintaining a caloric deficit is going to be your nutrition, is going to be your diet. Making sure you're ingesting the proper amount of protein, the proper amount of fibers, carbohydrates. And what is the proper amount? It's going to depend on you, your body, how much exercise you're doing, and there are things you're going to have to figure out and learn. When I started buying the ground turkey patties, saw how much protein it was. I think I ate like 20 grams and found out with that meal where I'm making the ground turkey patties and the squash and the potatoes, I need to use about half of the ground turkey so I can get about 40 to 50 grams of protein to really keep me feeling full and satiated throughout the day. And that's just going to be coming down to trial and error, finding out how much to use. But your nutrition is going to be a key aspect in maintaining a calorie deficit. Utilizing snacking will too. Now, when you're in a calorie deficit, the idea is that you consume this many calories, you burn this many calories. So say you're going throughout your day, you've already done your workout, and you've had a calorie point that you don't want to really exceed too much. Say you're in a deficit of 200, and you're just really hungry. One thing I implement a lot is just drinking water. It's crazy how sipping on some water can make me feel fine, make me feel okay. Yesterday I got up from my computer too fast. I got lightheaded, and I knew that was from being kind of hungry. I was like, man, I'm a little peeved, and I drank some water. It's not always gonna work, but sometimes when I'm feeling like, oh man, I'm hungry, I'm fatigued, I'm down, drinking water is amazing. It really is like a key component of keeping myself at a calorie deficit. That and, fasting. And when you're fasting, you're not consuming calories. So that in itself is helping you towards your goal. But fasting is hard. It can be very hard for some people. And one of the main ways, again, is water. I drink a lot of room temperature water. I have my water with ice. And every now and then, especially when I'm fasting, I'll chug 20 ounces of water, just in one sitting. And something about that water, my headache is like kind of diminishes, and you're just able to continue going about your day. So I feel like water is truly a big key component. And then, obviously, snacking throughout the day, you want to use vegetables, you want to use proteins. I like to use beef jerky, low sugar beef jerky, jerky bites, just kind of small things that have a good amount of protein that I can just pop in, won't exceed my calorie deficit. The little Jack Link's bites I use, I think like 7 of them is only 80 calories, but it's like 16 grams of protein. So it's a really good high protein, low calorie snack that I can consume, continue being in my calorie deficit. I was trying to be in a deficit of 300. I consumed those 80 calories. I'm still in a deficit of 220. Even if you're down to a deficit of 50 calories, 100 calories, as long as you're in that deficit in some way, shape, or form, you're gonna lose the weight. And one thing too is, you know, almost 2 years in now, it does get easier being in a calorie deficit. Your body kind of gets used to that idea. Your body gets used to, hey, we're fasting from this time to this time. Your body gets used to that, especially if you're pumping it full of water. You know, something I saw online that I incorporated, and I don't know what it does, but it helps, was talking about drinking at least 8 ounces of water before and after every meal. And it is supposed to help you be fuller or whatever, but I think you should be doing that with everything. When you wake up, I think you should consume 8 to 16 ounces of water right when you wake up. Get that water in your body. It's going to jumpstart your system. It's going to get ready. You know, when I wake up a lot, the first thing I do is I get on the bike. So, well, the first thing I do is I go to the bathroom. So what I've been implementing is get up, get some water. Try and drink 16 ounces of water, maybe 20 ounces. Go to the bathroom, get on the bike, continue consuming. I probably consume 40 ounces to 50 ounces of water when I'm sitting on the bike, maybe more. You know? And it's that aspect of knowing how much calories you're consuming and burning, and knowing, hey, I can eat this much more, I can add a little bit more on if I need to, and still maintain my caloric deficit. You know, maintaining it it comes down to the calories in versus calories out. It's the end all be all. If you're exercising, but every day you're burning 2,000 calories, but you're consuming 2,500, you're gonna gain the weight. Now, you're exercising properly, you could be building muscle with that. But if you want to lose weight sustainably over a long period of time, you have to learn how to maintain a proper caloric deficit. And the ways you're going to do that are proper fasting, incorporating the right amount of nutrients into your diet. And those are things that you're going to have to figure out how much you want to put in. But, you know, the beginning is the learning process. When you first start, I want you to make your diagram for your calories in, calories out, set your goals, and then if you're not meeting them in the beginning, that's okay. Tailor it, tweak it. Find out, okay, I need more protein here, I need more fiber there. When I'm in my deficit and I'm not doing anything, I need to be consuming more water here. These are all things that I've, over the year and a half, have learned and implemented and changed. You know, my routine is vastly different now than it was when I first started. It's vastly different now than when it was 6 months ago. And it'll probably keep evolving and changing. And that's how you maintain a proper weight loss journey, is always adding to it and increasing on to what you're doing. And by maintaining your caloric deficit, it is the mainstay of your weight loss journey. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to get across with being in a caloric deficit, and just understanding, like, being in the caloric deficit, once you've gotten used to working out, you're understanding your diet, that is going to be the hardest part, is just maintaining the caloric deficit, not overextending your calories. You know, it happens to me till this day. Sometimes I'll go to work and there'll be a fucking cheesecake in the break room with strawberries drizzled on top, and I'll eat a slice, and somehow that small ass slice of fucking cheesecake was like 500 calories, and I'll weigh myself and I'll be up a pound. You can't let it discourage you. I'm always going to say that. You want to maintain your calorie deficit, but if you fail every now and then, if you exceed your calories, it's okay. It's okay, because you have to know, hey, that's not going to stop me. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing it. You know, and as long as you keep doing it, no matter what setbacks you see, no matter if you're not seeing the results on the scale you want, you have to keep at it. And if you're doing your calorie deficit, you're doing calories in versus calories out, you'll see the results. And I hope you're drinking your water. I hope this helped you, and stay positive.